All right, here we are again with my one more episode of my long fasting experience. I am doing a very long fast. At least I would try. I don't know how long I'm gonna hold. And this is my second day of water only fasting. So I will do my best to pass my record. The longest I did was 7 days. So 7 days in a row, just water. So I really want to go beyond that, but I never did it. So I did couple of 3 days fasting, also couple of 5 days water fasting as well. But I wanted the benefit of the very long one, so I wanted to record and report what's going on with me, because if there is anybody out there that interested in doing long fasting, water only fasting, and they don't know what to expect, so they may relate to my experience and they can be a little bit more comfortable. I'm not suggesting to anybody to do this, but I'm doing so you can have a reference. What would you expect if you would try to do something extreme as a long water only fasting? So I'm gonna keep reporting. This is my second day. So the first thing I do in the morning when I wake up is I jump from the bed and I go straight to my scale. So I step on the scale, and today I step on the scale again and I lost 1 kilogram. It was exactly 71.4. If you remember well, yesterday was 72.4, today was 71.4. It's exactly 1 kilogram. This is too fast weight loss. I I don't believe it's a lot of this is it's fat. It's most of it's water. So I expect as the time goes by, this weight loss is gonna be a little bit less than that, much less than that, I would say. So I gonna go through some points like sleep quality, hunger levels, energy levels, and exercise. So yesterday I did exercise. I did cardio in the morning. I did 1 hour running in the morning, and also feel like doing cardio again. So I did in the afternoon, like 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I did cardio as well. I did 1 hour running my treadmill. So that's how I do. But today I wake up. So by the way, I have a very nice sleep last night. I sleep very long. I sleep long enough. The ideal for me it's 6 to 7 hour maximum, but I slept 7 hours and 40 minutes last night. I did wake up a couple of times, but it was easy to go back to sleep. So I didn't have the problem of wake up too much energetic like I was the day before, and I sleep in a very short time. So maybe because I did the cardio in the night, I don't know, or my transition from like sugar burning to fat burning now, it's much better. Who knows? So I did wake up 7 hours and 40 minutes later. So I really have a very nice sleep. I use my um, Garmin watch as a wearable for tracking down my sleep score, my heart rate, my resting heart rate. So the score was good, was 88. So it's a good sleep according to Garmin. Those things are not 100% accurate, but they can give you a very good idea how your sleep's going, and you can use you can use yourself as a reference. You can use your numbers and see if you're getting better, if you're getting worse. Maybe they score like 90%, 100%, or 88% is not accurate. Like that was a very good sleep. However, you can see, compare yourself with your best self, right? If that makes sense. So there I do. And then one very important stage of sleep is the deep sleep. So that's the one I care more about. You have to have at least 1 hour to 2 hours of deep sleep per night if you want to really cleanse your brain, if you want to clean your brain. So that's the moment your brain is cleansing from toxins that your body generates. So 1 hour to 2 hours is a very good range for a deep sleep. So that's the one I care the most. So I have, I think, 47 um, heart rate, resting heart rate last night. So it's pretty good. So a normal resting heart rate, it's the threshold should be 60. So anything beyond 60, you have to be a little bit worried. How is your life? It's too stressful, or you're not sleeping well, or what's going on with your um, with your blood, if there is anything wrong, like if your cholesterol it's off or something. So you may be worried about it a little bit when it's coming up or higher than 60 beats per minute. So anything below 60 beats per minute is considered normal. So in a range more like below 50, it's going to the range of the athletes. If you're doing a lot of cardio, so you improve your VO2 max, so then you're gonna be somewhere around 40 to 50 beats per minute for your resting heart rate. So mine was pretty good. It's improved. It happened when you're fasting because your body wants to rest. As for my hunger level, I don't feel hunger. I feel normal, like maybe because I usually do one meal a day, right? But I think it's gonna be harder tomorrow. But so far today, it's pretty okay. So the last meal I had when I start this fasting was 7:20 in the morning. So every time I'm past like 7:20 in the morning, I know I complete one day more. So today 7:20 in the morning, I complete my second day. So my hunger level is pretty okay. So hunger have so different type of hunger. So you have hunger for like psychological hunger, I would say, I would call, is you keep thinking about the food, but you're not that hungry at all. It's just because you wanna feel good when you eat. So it's more related with your psychological mind. So you have what I would call a habit hunger. It's because you eat in certain times. So like you eat 3 meals a day, or eat like 5 meals. Nowadays people eat like 5 meals a day. So you eat like 3 meals a day plus 2 snacks. So if you keep eating in a certain time, so when that time comes, your body gonna give some cues like, okay, what's food's not coming out, because you have a rhythm. Your body have a rhythm, gonna follow a rhythm over time. So it is not completely hunger for me because it's something that's a cue gift from your body. So your body is telling you to eat now because you get used to it at that time, but not necessarily you needed that. So that's, I would say, another kind of hunger. So the third one is physiological hunger. Physiological hunger. So that's a real hunger. That's your body now. It's depleted. Your energy level is pretty low, and now the body is freaking out and say, okay, why don't you give food? We're gonna die here. So that's more like hunger, and I'm not experienced actually any of them because I get used to do one meal a day. So my body actually expect me to not eating for a while. But 3 days in a row, then I think that's when I'm gonna kick more, maybe tomorrow. So my energy levels are pretty good. Yeah. Over time, like when you pass 5 days, you become more like sluggish. I feel walking kind of slow, thinking slow, everything become slow down, slow motion. So I'm not in that level yet because I'm just in the second day. And as for exercise, I was planning to do a video where I was going out to exercise, going out to the gym. I have a membership, so to lift some weights. But I wake up like 4 o'clock in the morning. That's usually the time I am going out for doing my exercise. And I have my throat told not me to go. So I wanna let you know what I mean by my throat. So usually people have a gut feeling, but I have, when I'm fasting like this, I have a throat feeling. So when you're in deep fasting, like in deep ketosis, if you push your body every day, like I did 5 days fast before and I run every day. So as the fast keep going by, you feel more and more like something in your throat, like it's like you you took a pill and it's passed through, but still feel it. That's the only way I can explain. So it's like a little bit of pressure on the throat. So if that pressure keep increasing, that's a real hunger. It's a very deep hunger. Now your body say, okay, you gotta get out of this fast and eat something. So it's become harder and harder. So usually when I get to that point, I feel something in my throat. I say, okay, that's the time to stop the fasting. So it's kind of a signal to me. So I know that if I exercise a lot, this is gonna come sooner. So I use that as a signal. So in the morning, I thought a little bit of that. So, okay, no, I'm just gonna sleep more and let it go. I'm not going to lift any weight. And let's see tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna feel more energetic. So then I go out more energized. So then I go out and I will lift some weight. So today I didn't do that. So has been 2 days, as I have said before, and I have no bowel movement so far. It's normal. So maybe tomorrow, maybe 4 days in a row or 5 days in a row. So then you have one bowel movement, and then maybe you don't have bowel movement at all the way. So I don't know beyond 7 days because I never went beyond that. But now I will know, and I'm gonna let you guys know. So far, no bowel movements. But I feel okay. So what about adverse events? So some negative things happen when you're fasting, like light negative things, I would say. So like headache, you can have headaches, you can have fatigue, you can have back pains. It's very common. People report um, back pains. Is the back pain usually come like during the fourth day or fifth day? Like when you're fasting for 5 days, you start to feel like a weird lower back pain. And it's not very clear. You can see people like very experienced, like Alan Goldhammond, like from the True North Center in US. He said that's pretty normal, and he have been fasting people for 1 week all the way to 40 days water only fasting, supervised by his clinic. And he said that back pain is pretty normal, and there's not a real explanation for that. Everybody have some explanation, but it's not a real scientific explanation for that. I interpret that as my glycogen is so low everywhere in my body, and because I keep moving and I have to use my core, so maybe that point I really, really deplete in glycogen in the muscles, so it's become easy to become sore. But I'm not sure. That's just a guess. So I wake up today with some mild headache, just a very mild headache. And after I drink water, like warm water, and relax for a little bit and start write some stuff, preparing for talking to you guys. So then the headaches went away. So let's start. Let's start with the measurements. Every day I'm gonna measure my ketone levels. I'm gonna measure body weight every day, biceps and waist circumference, right? So yesterday I forgot to tell you guys, but I measured my waist circumference was 85 centimeter. Okay. So today, let's take a look in the waist circumference, and it is 83. So I put the same pressure, I measure the same way in the same place. So 83. So it's down 2 centimeters of waist circumference. Again, it's very very fast for having like 2 centimeters down. It's not fat, that much fat. It's pretty much water. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's the beginning. You have to expect you're gonna lose at least 5 kilo of water that you're gonna get back when you refeed. So don't feel upset that you're gonna gain 3 kilo back easily, because that's just water. So my body weight, as I said before, was 71.4, exactly 1 kilogram down from yesterday. And let's measure the biceps. So I'm measuring the biceps because, as I said in a video yesterday, I wanted to track down how much muscle, real muscle, I lose by measuring it. Of course, I'm gonna lose a lot of volume, but what's that volume come from? Is it muscle, or is it a little bit of fat, or a lot of water? Because our body has at least 70 to 75% of the muscle is just water. So since I'm losing lots of water, people are so afraid of losing body mass, but actually they lose a lot of water, not just mass. So today I measure 38 centimeters again. So it didn't change anything from yesterday to today. My bicep is still the same, 38 centimeters, right? So pretty much the same. I'm not losing muscle. Let measure some. I have here my ketone strips. So let measure the level of ketones today. I wasn't under ketosis yesterday, and it totally makes sense. My diet is very high in carbohydrate, extremely low in fat, and moderate in protein, because I eat whole plant-based food. So I eat lots of fruits. I eat at least 50% of my food is fruits, but the other 50 it's cooked food like beans, lentils, legumes, chickpeas, vegetables. I love potatoes, so I eat white potatoes with sweet potatoes, and I even put a little bit of maple syrup in my potatoes. So it's a very high carb diet. That's the way I eat. And my protein comes from the beans. Okay, so let's measure here. I have a little bit of pea here, and let's take a look. I think that's enough. So let's take a look at the ketone levels. So yesterday I was not under ketosis, but today I'm very deep into ketosis. So if you take a look here, right? So it's very deep ketosis, and it did surprise me because a long time ago, has been a very long time, I don't track down my ketose levels when I'm doing fasting. So a long time ago, when I started doing this, it would take at least 4 days to get in that deep level of ketosis. But now in my second day, I'm already so deep in ketosis, and now I eat very high carbohydrate, a very high carbohydrate diet. And one would expect that's going to be even harder for me because I have so much glycogen. So, but again, I eat one meal a day. So, and I guess I get more metabolic flexible because I lower my insulin level throughout the day, all the way to 23 to 24 hours in the next day when I eat my meal. And I eat within 1 hour. My meal I finish within 1 hour. A lot of time I finish in 30 minutes, but I put like for me 1 hour to finish my meal. So I have at least 23 hours without food. So my body have to at certain point get used and then use fat as a source. So I'm glad, I guess I'm now more flexible, more bioflexible. My flexibility from getting for sugar burn to fat burner, it's much better. That's why it's so easy to get in deep ketosis, like in 2 days, water fast only. Okay. So I would like to why I'm doing this. What's my reason to do this experiment. And one reason is to lose body fat. I want to lose a little bit more of body fat. I want to be able to see my abs. It's not as good yet. I wanted to eliminate those fat here in the lower abs, and I still have some little bit of lovely handle here on the back, so I wanted to lose that too. So one motivation is to lose body fat, but rejuvenation is it's a very important thing when you do a long fasting. So I really want to have that too. Has been a long time I don't do a very long one, so I wanted to recycle everything, deal all those debris like missed fold proteins, and eliminate those missed fold proteins. Also repair mitochondria by mitophagy. Also using improve my immune system. So my immune system gonna help to take care of zombie cells, for example, and also my autophagy in general to repair the cells and damage and so on. So it's lots of benefits. That's another motivation. And one very important motivation, I would say it's in a very high priority level of in my motivation, is reset. Something very simple is reset, because when you do a long fasting, you reset your body, you reset your habits. So in this winter, I went a couple of times to do snowboarding. I like to do snowboarding with my wife and my kid. So because I was there, I was kind of eating in different times. I wasn't follow my one meal a day. I usually eat in the morning and then I don't eat the whole day. I sleep with my stomach completely empty. So I got used to that, but once you break this habit, become harder to go back. You can go back, but it's a little bit harder. You keep thinking about food sometimes. So I want to reset my food habits. Okay, so this one big reason I'm doing this here. So if you have like food cravings, if you look eating too much salt food, you eat too much fatty foods, if you have some eating habit issues, so you can fix that with a long fasting. So you have your plan for what we're gonna do after your fasting. You need to have a plan what you're gonna do after that. You don't wanna do like a long fasting and go back for your old habits, because there's no point at all, right? You're gonna suffer for what? You're gonna lose body fat, you're gonna improve a lot of health benefits, and then you're gonna damage yourself again. So you need a plan in place to see how it's gonna be your diet. You're gonna lower the sodium, or you're gonna lower the fat, or if you're doing any ketogenic diet, is up to you. You increase your fat. So I don't really like ketogenic diet. The way I eat is very high carb, low fat, and moderate protein. I would say high because it's like with beans I can get like 1 gram of protein per kilogram. For me, that's high enough. So if you want to reset anything, it's easy, because once you finish your fasting, you eat the way now that you plan, that's going to be so easy to maintain. If you want to do every other day fasting, if you want to do 2 meals a day fasting, like intermittent fasting, if you're doing any regimen of fasting, or if you want to eat in a specific way, doing a long fast is very, very good to reset. Okay, that's my big reason here. Yeah. Okay, I would like to say, when I do a video like this, there is 3 stage, right? I'm doing the experiment, I'm doing the fasting thing, I'm having ideas and putting everything together and trying to make a video. So that's the stage 1. The stage 2 is when I make the video for you guys. So I'm motivated to do that. Has been a long time to do some videos, and I'm kind of enjoying to do this now. And that is the last stage of the doing a video like this, is when you guys send me a message or send me questions, shoot me questions, interact with me and say something, make a comment. So that's the most enjoyable part of the video for me, because I know I'm reaching somebody, and then if I don't have a goal to reach so many people. This is a very small channel, so I don't care much about that. So I care about change to help one person. If there is one person out there that is looking for answers and looking for doing improvement by using fasting and want to know how it's happened in real time, that's what I'm doing right here, right now. So if you have any questions about fasting, about nutrition, how I eat, and how I exercise, I can help. I can answer those questions too. And my lifestyle, we can talk about anything. So just shoot a question. So if you didn't yet, just subscribe, like, and shoot some question for me. I really love that. Okay. See you guys tomorrow.